Howdy y'all, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in. Got a little project we're going to work on today. This is a field that we got on our property over here. You can see my ex-brother-in-law grew vegetables in here. What they did was, the last time he planted, he just left this all healed up. They had potatoes in here or something, I don't know. But what they would do, they never fed the ground, and you have to feed the ground. You have to put back into the ground in order to get out. And he farmed this for about 5 years, and all they would do was side dress the plants. They were feeding the plants and not the ground. And this ground, you can see, it's pretty poor. It's not growing. It won't grow anything. It won't grow grass. It won't grow hardly anything. It's hard to mow. I tried to mow it last summer, and it's hard to mow. So what we're going to do today, we've got the Kubota over there. We've got the tiller on the back of it, and we're going to start breaking this ground up. And we're going to sow this in white clover. You say white clover, why? Well, a couple of reasons. Clover is a green manure crop. Now, you could fertilize this and that'd be fine, but the green manure crops does so much more than just coming in here and putting some nitrogen on it. Clover will put the nitrogen back in this ground. That'll happen. But the roots will get down. It'll cultivate the ground. It'll do a lot of things. It'll feed the wildlife. That's my deer spot back there. They come back through there. That's where I feed the deer. You see the videos of me feeding. Well, that's where that's at. And it'll feed the deer. And eventually, I think I may plant some corn in here, something like that. You know, times are so uncertain right now. We don't know what's going to happen, and there may come a time where we need this ground again. And so I'm going to start building this ground back up. That's what we're going to do today. You may look at this and you think, might be thinking, why are you doing that? Well, really the main reason I'm just lightly tilling this is to level this ground back up. Because if you mow over this way, it's like this. It's, you It'll drive you nuts. And it doesn't mow level, so that's why I'm doing this. But I'm gonna come back over here and broadcast seed this clover over this. And this clover will, it'll not only put stuff back in the ground, but it'll also keep these weeds and this grass stuff down a little bit. It'll feed the bees. Bees will get to eat off of it. And what I'll do, I'll come back as soon as, right before it starts blooming real good, and maybe go into seed, and I'll come back and I'll mow it and let it sit all summer. But you can kind of see what I did there. It's kind of just, all I did was just level this ground up, basically. But the sad part about all this is we got about 20 acres here, and there's another field up there. There's one back here. There's two over here, bigger ones. These are big ones over here. And then there's one across the road over there. And they've all been left in this condition. And some of them are worse than this one. If you look up here, you'll see that this thing gets real hilly up here. I think he had potatoes or something up here, and it's real bad up here. So I've really got my work cut out for me. Here's what we ended up with. It's a heck of a lot smoother than it was. If you notice, there's not any potato hills, so I think we're on the right track. So what we're going to do now is we're going to broadcast this stuff right here. This is clover. Got nitrogen fixation. That's what we want. We want this ground to get some fertilizer back in it. And we'll mow this down a couple times. We'll let it go and mow it down a couple times, and this ground will be good. At least we can mow it now. If nothing else, we can mow it. But you can see where he made a garden everywhere. He didn't waste no ground, and that's fine. I mean, that's what you want to do. But boy, when you leave it like that, it's a pain for the guy that comes behind you, has to mow. But we're going to spread a little seed now. All right. Got a little bit more to do, but that'll get it. This fat boy's out of breath. It's only been, I think it's about 90 today. Supposed to get some storms tonight and rain. That ought to pack that in real good. In a few weeks, I bet we'll have a good looking stand of clover. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoy the videos, and if you do, like them. If you like them all, subscribe to my channel. Hey, stay safe. Remember, we got a bug flying around out here somewhere. It's trying to kill all of us, so stay safe and be smart. See you next time. Some of y'all was asking if the peas and stuff was coming up. Well, what do you think? And we got some cilantro. I forgot what we planted here, but I'm not sure it's doing too good. Our radishes, and we got beets, just like we thought.